Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great day because I have a great video planned for you. I'm standing today. You'll see why I'm standing in a second when I get into the actual part of the video. But you've also probably noticed this hat. Well, I'm glad you noticed and thank you very much for asking. I actually got this thrifting. I got this at a thrift store, and that actually is very coincidental because that is what today's video has to do with. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of the website Goodfair. It's one of those websites that's been advertised to me on Instagram multiple times, and even on TikTok I've seen it a couple times too now. And as much as I want to, I don't usually buy from sites that are advertised to me like that. Like, I get a lot of stuff, a lot of clothing that I'm like, man, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen, but I never actually end up buying it. This one was a little bit different because it actually interested me enough to want to try it and see what it's all about. And that's what I'm going to do today, is basically giving you a review of Goodfair and the products from them that I received, and a couple of speed bumps, some would say, that I had in getting my order correctly. So if you're new here, be sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment what you liked about the video. If you have any questions about what I'm about to talk about, just leave them in the comments and I will definitely 1000% answer you. That is not sarcasm. If you have a legit question, I will answer it to the best of my knowledge. Anyway, real quick, if you don't know what Goodfair is and you're for some reason watching this video, it's basically like one of those mystery box or brand companies, but instead of new products, they send you used, or as they like to call it, pre-loved products. So I know things being pre-loved might turn a lot of people off. There are a lot of people who don't go to thrift stores just because they think it's weird, or like they think like it's for like poor people, but actually it's a really big thing. If you've been living kind of under the millennial Gen Z rock, it's kind of like the thing now is to go thrifting, and I've taken my part a couple times. I've found some really cool pants actually. Editor, throw in a picture of those pants. I'm the editor. Are they there? I don't know. I don't have a picture of me in those pants, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, if that's not something you're into, maybe this video will change your mind. Just keep watching. I hope I can entertain you enough, even if you're not interested in this website at all. Yeah, I really don't know why, but this sort of like random box thing has always had my interest. But basically how this website works specifically, they have different options of different bundles of clothing you can choose from. So you could get like 3 zip up sweaters, something or other, 4 crewnecks, which is actually what I ended up getting, the 4 crewnecks. We'll talk about that more in a second. Or they have options where you can even get like multiple of different things. There's something called the Mother Earth bundle that comes with a crewneck, flannels, blah blah blah, so you can have different things rather than just 3 or 4 of the same things. So like I said, I went for the 4 crewnecks. I will say the prices are decent if you're looking at it from that sort of way. Obviously 4 crewnecks for 30 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. The math, I don't know what that math comes out to off the top of my dome, but I actually ended up only paying $30.57. The shipping was a little expensive. It was $8.50, which, especially if you're used to like Amazon free shipping, seems like a little bit. I don't know if it varies with item or what items you're getting, how much the shipping is, but at least for me, for 4 crewnecks, the shipping was $8.50. And on top of the already discounted price of $30, I also had a coupon code. I don't remember what it was, but that's how basically the shipping took it up to almost $40 again. And then the discount code brought it back down to the 30. So they just kind of canceled each other out. So I originally ordered it on July 21st, and the shipping said it took 5 to 7 days, which seems kind of like, that sounds very spoiled of me to say that 5 to 7 days is a long time. Again, if you're used to Amazon and you're used to getting your things in 2 days, even overnight now, 5 to 7 might be a long time, but I don't mind waiting for that stuff. I'm not usually busting the door down or busting my own door down, sitting waiting for my packages to get here. So yeah, it was a chill few days. But I surprisingly actually ended up getting them on the 24th, so only 3 days, which was honestly a pleasant surprise from what I was expecting, especially since they said they were having delays because, I don't know, everywhere's having shipping delays. However, it was a bit of an unpleasant surprise when I opened my box and saw what was inside. So it kind of started just seeing the box and seeing how small it was. I have the box right here. Hopefully that doesn't show my address. This was how small the box was. That's right. Seems a bit small to fit 4 crewnecks in. It might be hard to tell on camera, but it is quite a small box, you would think, to fit 4 crewnecks in. So you might be wondering, well, if you didn't get your men's crewnecks, what did you get? Well, I'll just show you. Okay, so this was the first one. Not awful. It says Copenhagen, and then it has some coordinates on it. I don't know if I'm just dumb, but I don't really know what that is. This one, honestly, fits pretty nicely. It's a little snug for a crewneck. I kind of like my crewnecks to be a little bit bigger. But this one, it seems fine. You can't really see. It does come up a little bit to show my stomach. But if I just keep my arms down, it's fine. Okay, so this was the second one I got. As you can see, a little bit smaller. It looks a little awkward. I feel like this is, here, I said I wasn't going to zoom out, but it's a little bit smaller. You see if I raise my arms, that's how much tummy I'm showing. But yeah, this one, you can't even, it's this weird like indented print. I'll see if I can get some close-ups for like B-roll or whatever. But it says New York, USA. From here at least, it looks like a plain gray hoodie. It's also very hot. But yeah, let me show you the next one. So this is the third one. A bit more of like a crop top almost on me. Let's see if we can get out even farther. This one's almost a crop top on me. It's very small. I mean, it shows off like my muscles. Like, I look kind of jacked if I were to wear this. Just needs to be a little bit longer. This one says London, Queen City. So like, still like, a guy could wear this. Like, I probably would if it was a little bit bigger on me, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that you were able to hear me. Just a second. Okay, amateur mistake from me. I wasn't holding the microphone. So that last section probably sounded bad. I apologize. But yeah, this is the third one. I can't get it up. Okay, this was the last one. And as you can see, it does say girls are strong. Upon setting my gaze on this one, this is when I was kind of like, maybe they sent me women's crewnecks. At this point, I didn't really know if everything on their website was unisex or not, because I was on the men's clothing tab, so I assumed I would be sent men's crewnecks because women's sizes do usually tend to run smaller than men's. So I thought it would be weird if men's and women's were like together, because there are crewnecks that obviously a girl could wear a dude's crewnecks or a dude could wear a girl's crewnecks. It doesn't matter as long as they fit right, but these ones just don't really fit right. Muscles, you can see them. Not as well in this one, not as defined because of the black. Yeah, so I was a little disappointed and a little confused. So I did end up sending a very polite email just explaining the situation, explaining I didn't really know what was going on, but if we could get something figured out, that would be great, because I originally saw you can do returns if you don't like your items, but since this was a final sale item, when you go to the place to do the return, it doesn't let you. And so that's why I had to email them separately. I got an auto response email back saying that they would get to me as soon as possible because they had a very big influx of messages or something like that. This is the card that came with it. It basically just says, thank you for shopping at Goodfair, blah, blah, blah. But on it says, can I return my items? We offer something we call a second chance policy. Most orders are eligible for a replacement order. We give you another shot at your order on us. All you have to do is cover a small shipping fee. I didn't have to pay the shipping fee because they screwed it up. To get started, blah, blah, blah. I went to that link. It didn't work, like I said. And then it also says, what do I do with the clothes if I don't like what I got in my order? Give it to a friend who's a better match. DIY or upcycle it. Sell it to Goodfair Marketplace, which is interesting. I don't know what Goodfair Marketplace is, but it sounds like a place you can just sell your used clothes, just from what I'm guessing. Be sure to keep it in the consumer life cycle, which is kind of what they're all about, not like getting rid of clothes, just reusing them and everything. But yeah, that's that. There's a bunch of things on here saying 2 million garments from landfills they've saved, 1.5 billion gallons of water used, 69 nice kilograms of carbon emissions, and $72 million from fast fashion is what they have saved. So sounds like a good company. That's kind of random. I should have said that at the beginning, but that's what I got. So at this point, I'm just waiting for an email back. That was the 25th that I sent that email because I sent it the day after I got my stuff. I finally got a response on the 29th saying that I could either get the correct items sent or I could get a refund, which actually sounded pretty nice. They weren't just like, screw you, you get more used clothes. You can get your money back. I assume they said refund or store credit, so I assume I could have got my money back, but that kind of like defeats the purpose because like I wanted to do this in the first place, so I'm gonna go through with it. So I was like, yeah, could you just send me some more items? But finally, after long last, on August 4th, I finally got the Crewnecks that I wanted. So originally, I went from getting my Crewnecks in 3 days to getting them in about 14 days, 2 weeks. Yeah, let me just show you the actual Crewnecks that I got. This was the first one. As you can see, it fits a lot better. Still a little short, but like definitely not coming up as much as the other ones were. It's some random band. It says The Word Alive, maybe like a Christian band. Dark Matter, I think that's the name of the album. I did look it up, and one other thing, no, 2 out of the 4 things I got were from Arizona. So this band is from Arizona, and this other one I got says something about Arizona on it, which is fine, but I feel like it's just not lazy, but if you're getting like random things and you're not from Arizona, it's like, why would you want something from Arizona? But yeah, that's just something to think about. I don't know how common it is because the other stuff I got didn't have anything to do with Arizona, but 2 out of the 4 things with the men's stuff was about Arizona. So just give me another second. I'll show you the next one. Okay, this one is from the Marine Corps, USMC. I'm almost sure that's what that is. I think that's what it said when I looked it up. My hair's probably ridiculous. I probably won't wear this one much because I don't want people thinking I'm just in the Marine Corps. I don't even know exactly what that is. I think it's just a branch of the military, isn't it? But yeah, it's a nice plain gray, but like I said, I don't know how much I would actually end up wearing it. This might be one that I just end up recycling or giving to another thrift store. On to the second to last, and probably tied with my favorite, this and the next one I'm going to show you. This one says, this is the other Arizona one. It says Arizona State Prison Complex Kingman. So that's kind of spooky to think about. I don't know if this was owned by an inmate or like a guard or who owned this previously. But I just think it's interesting, and it is also nice plain gray, just like the last one that I wouldn't probably wear. So I think this one, definitely a W, but just give me one more second, I'll show you the last one. So this is the last one. It's actually a Texas Roadhouse crewneck, and the thing I like about this one is there's actually a back to it. Can you see that? It says Texas Roadhouse on the back in big, and then Texas Roadhouse on the front in small. I don't even think I've ever eaten at Texas Roadhouse before, which is part of the reason I think it's funny. Honestly, if you liked any of these that much, then I don't know, leave a comment and maybe I'll send one to you. I don't know how that'll work. Maybe I'll just have you, I don't know, Venmo me for the shipping or something. But yeah, because I'm not in love with any of them. I probably wouldn't give this one up. Probably wouldn't give up the prison one. What was the other one? The Dark Matter one, the band one was kind of cool. But hey, if you're a huge fan of that band, or you are that band and just want your crewneck bag, just leave a comment. Maybe I'll send you any of the women's ones. You know, if you want one of those, I probably don't need any of those. So just let me know. Okay, so now into kind of my closing final thoughts. Obviously, the items you get, they aren't going to look like at all the pictures are on the website because it's random. And obviously they're going to pick cooler, maybe a little cooler looking things to take pictures of to advertise on the website just to get more people to try it. It was a cool experience, and it was just cool opening it up and seeing what I was getting. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that the items smelled bad, which, I mean, they smell different because they're used. I wouldn't expect them to wash them there because, like, Goodwill doesn't wash their clothes. I don't think any thrift store washes their clothes. Just know some people had that experience of them smelling bad, at least from what I read, but I didn't have that experience. Just wash them. I did see they had a couple things labeled as vintage on their website, which are more expensive, but they do wash those because they're actually like vintage items. It does seem a little shady because on their website they have exactly 5 stars, not like a little less at all. So it is interesting to me that they can only put positive reviews on their website. Like literally scrolling through, there's only 5-star reviews. So I don't really know how they can do that. Like I was saying, most of the negative ones I saw were on Reddit. So obviously there are people who aren't happy with their orders. Just a lot of people saying like the same things, like they got sent the wrong items, blah, blah, blah. But I would understand being unhappy with that. I'm just a chill guy, so I didn't really care that much, and I got what I wanted in the end, so it wasn't a big deal to me. Overall, even with like a few slips here and there, I feel like it's a good company. They're trying to do well for the environment, at least from all the things I read. There might be a couple problems, but overall, if this sounds like something you're even like a little bit interested in, I would just recommend giving it a try because it's just like a fun little thing. I feel like some people might say it like takes the fun out of thrifting because you're not actually like going to all these places and like you're not finding something cool and be like, oh heck yeah, look at what I found. It's just being like sent to you. To add on to that, some people might say it's not worth the money to pay like a little less than $10 each for a crew neck when you could just buy one at Goodwill yourself for like $2, $3, $4. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just not good at thrifting, but I've been to Goodwill a few times, and just for me to find 4 crew necks like this, I feel like would be a little bit difficult. Maybe you're just a pro thrifter and this wouldn't be for you. Yeah, I don't think there's any hurt in trying it. That's basically, I think that's all I have to say. This video was longer than I thought it was gonna be. They all are at this point. So out of 10, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10 just because of the mishaps that I had. And I didn't really get exactly what I wanted, but I didn't even know what I wanted. I only really liked like 2 of the items that I got. Maybe it'd be like more of a 6.5, but that sounds too low, so I'm just gonna go with the 7. Like I said, leave any questions you have for me. If you got something or have a poor experience, if you have a good experience, tell me in the comments about it. I'll try to reply to it. Follow me on Instagram, DM me pictures of what you got. Yes, do that. I don't really care that much about Instagram followers. I care if you want to DM me pictures. I don't care about Instagram followers that much. I do care about YouTube subscribers though. So subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.